Hey my friends, this is Aldie, and today I want to share with you 5 ways in which you can spend less money. Now, when you spend less money, obviously that means you can save more, you can invest more, and you can also give more. So I want to make sure that you understand these 5 tips, so please listen up. The first tip is to hold it, is to not spend it at all. Someone once said that the best way to double your money is to fold it in half and to put it into your pocket. Let's say, for instance, on a Friday night, you wanted to spend $100 on a night out. You wanted to go take your friends out, you wanted to go have a dinner, whatever it was. And you decide, instead of doing that, you're going to delay that gratification. You're going to hold your money and you're going to put it into your pocket. So instead of spending $100 every single week, you decide to do it every other week. Instead of spending $400 a month, you're now spending $200. You're now saving $200, which will put money in your pocket. So that means that if you save $200, you earned $200. And as the months go by, eventually that will become thousands and thousands of dollars. Now, I'm not saying you can't enjoy your life, but what I am saying is to spend money on things that don't cost as much. The second tip is to think consequences. Look, if you're going to spend your money on liabilities, how are you ever going to have money to spend on assets? For instance, if you spend $20,000 on a car, that means that you won't have $20,000 to invest in travel, into your business, into your education. So think about the consequences. What's worth it? The car or the travel and the education and the businesses that you might be able to grow? There's a consequence for everything that you do. The way you spend your time, the way you talk to people, and the way you spend your money. So make sure you weigh these consequences carefully. The third tip is accountability. Now, this sounds simple, but you need to get other people involved in your financial affairs if you really want to elevate your financial game. You need to have someone to remind you and tell you exactly what you need to do to get to that next level. This person could be an amateur or they could be a professional, but you got to make sure that you listen to this person and really heed their advice. For example, I knew of a couple that wanted to take a vacation once they had $10,000 saved in their bank account. Once they hit that $10,000, they took their vacation. And on their vacation, they set another goal. And they said, you know what? Once we hit $20,000, we'll take our next vacation. And they kept doing that until they hit $100,000. They kept working and then it became $1 million, then $2 million, and then $5 million. Now they're financially independent because they knew what they wanted and they understood how their money worked. That actually leads us into the fourth tip, which is to set your goals. You have to know what you want and you have to be willing to work for it. You see, a lot of people know what they want, but they're not willing to work for it. You have to really discipline yourself and know exactly what it's going to take, what kind of sacrifices you need to make in order to get to where you want to be. When it comes to saving money, you have to have a reason. You can't just save for an emergency fund, otherwise you're just going to expect emergency. People always say, well, you got to save for a rainy day. But I'm telling you, you need to save for a sunny day. You need to save for days of prosperity, days of investments, days of opportunities. Your savings need to be proactive rather than reactive. You see, if you're fearful about your money, then it's going to be taken away. But if you have faith and you understand where it's going to go, then you'll be able to expand and multiply it. After all, the only reason to save is to invest. And once you keep investing, eventually you have enough money to indulge anytime and anywhere you want. The fifth tip is to check your emotions. Understand that every purchasing decision that you make should be done logically. You see, most people decide emotionally and then justify logically. In other words, they buy that television set because they feel good about it. They think they'll be able to entertain themselves and it's an emotional purchase. But if you check your emotions, you'll be able to take a step back and you'll be able to say, you know what? I know the prices of TVs are going down. I'll be able to take a step back and buy one next year or even the year after that. By delaying your gratification, you feel stronger and better about yourself and you become more financially savvy. Take a look into your bank statements and ask yourself, where exactly have I spent my money emotionally? Circle those numbers and decide to never go into that direction again. It's going to take a lot of time, effort, and discipline, but if you put your mind to it, you'll be able to circle the right numbers and decide for yourself where you want to be financially in the future. There you go, my friends. I've given you 5 ways to spend less money. Leave a comment in the section below and please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you on the next video.